Okay, at this point, I feel like that he's letting the emotions. He started off with a really good comment, but now he's just letting the emotions get to him. You know, he's like, stop bullying my job. He's like Fan Daniel from the story. Wrong, 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 wrong! Why does TBN have MP cost? All the other tank stuff is free, and I think most people would agree, like Heart of Corundum is now better than TBN. The MP cost feels dude, God, I hate being an A. I can't read. The MP cost feels awful and unnecessary now, because if it didn't have an MP cost, then it would have a DPS gain for off-tank Dark Knights to deliberately take damage for no reason so they could get an extra edge of shadow. Then just don't give them the edge proc, you fucking idiot. If the MP cost is going to be removed, then you have to adjust the skill in other ways to avoid the above situation. True. See, the problem here isn't why does TBN have an MP cost? It's a problem, yes. The problem is that it's only 1 out of 7 why questions. Living dead, enhanced unmen, true. Because TBN popping and getting a free edge of shadow is fun and feels good. Yo, did Sindoff type this fucking message, dude? What the fuck, dude? Getting a free use would mean getting 2 uses of them if broke. You get 1 for the cost of 1. At this point, it feels like Clown's dick ride. Oh, I thought it was like a ride at a carnival, like you're riding on a clown dick through roller coasters. Okay, sorry, wrong visual. At this point, it feels like Clown's dick ride Dark Knight shitty design just to spite Xeno. I don't know what else it could be. What more proof do you need of a flawed tank job? Yo, I'm thumbs it up in that one. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Sorry, comment out red. I agree. Because SC actually wants you to time TBN as opposed to spamming it on cooldown. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe if you time Bloodwetting properly, you get an extra 10%. I believe if you time Sheltron properly, you get an extra 15%. I believe if you time Heart of Corundum properly, you get an extra 15%. Or am I wrong here? Am I not being able to read my tooltips? I really wonder what the end goal is here. Do you guys really think that any Dark Knight rework wouldn't result in a more boring, samey, and brain-dead job? You know, this guy does have kind of a point. When have they ever added complexity to jobs in this game? Well, back in Heaven's Ward, but, you know, it's not like Dark Knight even had difficulty clearing this tier. If that's true of any tank, it was Paladin. It depends on what you mean by difficulty. I don't know, man. Paladin DPS was pretty... You know what? Anyway, that's not the point here. I'm not sure what you're even hoping for here. They will never bring back the glory days of Heaven's Ward. Dark Knight, someone mob this man. Gift him a sub. We got a winner. We got a winner here, boys. And he's on Reddit. Their name is Kaisus, Heaven's Ward Dark Knight. We got a winner. Let's see. Do you have anything better to do with your life than to constantly bitch about 14 devs? Ooh. Because all I see from you is a whining and moaning about everything they do, make things worse, and how you are never happy because your life revolves a game you actually hate. Lamau. I actually really enjoy the game. Yeah, hey, I do too. But I think they have a tendency to listen to the player base too much and deal with complaints about job design by removing pain points and janky features and replacing them with literally nothing. Honestly, only realized it had an MP cost the other day while playing with a friend. Ask him why he doesn't use TBN more. He said the MP cost made it difficult. In the past, it would be more acceptable than it is now, and when used well, it had much more value than other short cooldowns. However, now that all short cooldowns were incredibly buffed, it kinda is a problem for Dark Knight. The MP cost is likely an artifact of Dark Knight's general style of a risk and reward, though currently it would not seem very rewarding as a whole. Yeah, that's good. You know what? This is a good point. This is an extremely good point, because back in Heaven's Ward, Dark Knight was a very high risk, high reward job. Maybe he's right. I've often thought about that too. Why they keep this the same. Like, basically, why is there any type of risk when the payoff is just fucking damage neutral? Identity and lore, this guy gets it. Plus general neglect and refusal to rework the job. That's true. TBN adds skill expression by letting you save dark arts for raid buffs. Minimalized by the shift to 2-minute burst and less impactful than crit RNG. Restrictive and forces specific TBN use, a downside no other tank suffers. TBN is stronger. TBN plus Oblation barely mitigates more damage from a single hit than any comparable seed meaty, such as Holy Sheltron, Bloodwetting, Heart of Corundum, and all other abilities immediately heal the tank back up for more effective health than what TBN mitigated. Mitigating autos doesn't matter since healers can heal it. A resource other tanks don't steal from their healers. Can heal if dead. TBN is not required to survive any tank buster, and you will almost never see its extra value. Okay, I'm going to talk about this point in a second. But Oblation being a separate button lets you spread damage mitigation around. Literally never mattered this tier. Right here, TBN is not required to survive any tank buster that you will almost never see its extra value. Right here, there was one time when I remembered in the entirety of last expansion that you actually saw a benefit to TBN's low cooldown, and it was on Leviathan during the bursts, like during the Black Smokers part. You could use 2 TBNs, but did you need them? No, you did not need them. Did it save any healer GCDs? No. Sometimes the second TBN wouldn't even pop. Obviously, there is no extra value like now, but even back in Shadowbringers, the extra value of TBN was never noticed. Maybe in rare cases it was noticed, but I cannot think of a single case where the extra value of TBN actually mattered. I believe we have TBN and Oblation because next expansion we're going to see them merged, just like a lot of abilities. I think that their formula for creating new abilities is recycling abilities. I think what they're going to do next expansion is they're going to turn Overpower into a circular AoE like they did with Samurai because they're fucking lazy. I think that they're going to take Upheaval and Orogeny and they're going to merge them like they did with Expatian. So basically, like right now, you don't really use Orogeny in raids, and that will give them a reason to change something, because to Square, any change whatsoever is expansion worthy shit. Like, look at the Storm's Eye change. That obviously should have been in the game already, but they thought to themselves, well, let's save it for the expansion so that way we'll have more shit to give the player, even though it's just a quality of life. The one and only thing TBN has going for it is the CD is way lower than other short CDs. See, but here's the thing though, this never matters. This goes back to why people think that Paladin's DPS should be the lowest, because they have utility, right? That utility doesn't matter. I used to think that way too. I did, because I thought the utility would matter. And I actually thought it would matter more in this raid tier, because why the fuck would you give Paladin a ranged combo for like 8 GCDs and then have all uptime? It doesn't matter. You can't design a fight where there's a bunch of downtime and the only tank that can get uptime is Paladin. You can't. Because there's 4 tanks, there's only one of them with range. This is the same principle. You can't design shit around TBN because of its short cooldown. You can't. So the fact that it has a short cooldown doesn't even matter. Just like it doesn't matter that Paladin has ranged abilities. It doesn't matter that Paladin has 2 fucking raid utility abilities. They don't design content around you having to stack multiple mitigation from a single tank. They just don't do that. I used to think that they did that because they did to a certain extent. They did back in Heaven's Ward, back in Stormblood, they did to a certain extent. But they don't do that anymore. Oh, what are these thumb downs? For the same reason, Clemency costs MP and a GCD. You have a choice. Sacrifice damage output for survivability. TBN can be popped every 15 seconds in a prog situation to ensure Dark Knight takes as little damage as possible. See, I don't like this either, man. People say that TBN can be popped every 15 seconds. This just isn't, like, just because a cooldown is 15 seconds doesn't mean it's going to activate every 15 seconds. It doesn't work like that. Bosses don't even auto you that much. It doesn't make any sense. Why do people say this? Why do people say TBN can be popped every 15 seconds? Have you done this fucking raid tier? Dude, in P4, you get like 1 or 2 autos in the opener, and then he casts for like 30 seconds. It doesn't make any sense to me why people say TBN can be popped every 15 seconds just because of the cooldown. Is that why? In a prog situation, most of your TBNs don't even get popped, you fucking idiot, because you're just spamming it because you don't fucking know what's coming up next. Anyway, stop obsessing about DPS numbers alone and you'll start seeing the perks of a defensive move that can be used 4 times in a minute. I don't think you understand. Like this person has no idea. Dark Knight has a lot of things to adjust. TBN isn't one of them. Yeah, thumbs down on that, you fucking idiot. Oh no, it's the boy. It's Chaosis, dude, or Kaisis. Look, and I'm not responding to multiple people on here. The problem isn't really that Dark Knight is bad. It's that they made the other 3 tanks too obviously good. Why is this guy getting thumbs down? Home gang's cooldown should be low. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Now I can see why people are thumbs downing you. Don't fucking tell them, idiot. Don't tell them. Why would you tell them it needs to be longer? What is wrong with you? Hallowed Ground should have some kind of drawback. The amount of healing Warrior can do in dungeons is basically nonsense. If they wanted to have an answer to TBN's so effective at Buster mitigation, Holy Sheltron and Heart of Corundum should absolutely have some kind of significant downside, etc., etc. I don't actually think Dark Knight is particularly weak or is that far left behind, but the gigantic tooltips on the other 3 short cooldowns in conjunction with how Warrior makes dungeons so brain dead in conjunction with the whole invuln issue, by the way, they never fixed this since they seem to consider invulns a design mistake, certainly makes it seem that way. On the other hand, I really love Dark Knight. I like how it plays. Removing TBN's MP cost will have significant downsides on how much I enjoy the job, because that will absolutely not be the only thing they change to compensate. If you don't like Dark Knight, I would encourage you to play one of the other 3 options that you already have. If every other option is good, then Dark Knight is bad. That's the fact of the matter. Imagine if I gave you a choice of 4 prizes. A, $100 prepaid card. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, pretty good. $200 Steam gift card. Okay. I mean, God of War Ragnarok's coming out this year. You know, I could have used that on Elden Ring pre-order. You know, not bad, not bad. 2 new AAA games of your choice. Oh, shit. You know, God of War AAA game, you know, maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake too. You know what I'm saying, man? Got some good shit. $50. They're free prizes, but obviously one is worse than all the other choices. Yo, that's true, dude. It's not even one game. $50 Hyperpars! $50, dude! For me! For James, dude! I'll take it. It is the worst defensive out of all tanks. Dark Knight is miles behind the other tanks in terms of defensive. Heart of Corundum is better. Bloody Wind is better. Sheltron is better. TBN Enemy Mana Cost is relic of the past and needs to be reworked. All of Dark Knight's bits are honestly shit aside from Shadow Wall. Well, and Rampart. Don't throw Rampart under the bus. There's a lot of copium in this thread. It's so weird how people defend shit design only when it comes to Dark Knight. Like it's just barely functional in some regards and everyone insists that it's fine. Meanwhile, every tank has a short CD, TBN equivalent and just heal themselves and mitigate like healers are optional. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, dude, the quad. Oh my god, there's 2 more down here. Let's go. Holy shit, this guy's just, dude, this guy's getting downvoted so much. Holy shit, he's the villain. He's the villain in this thread. Kaisis, he's the villain, man. I praised him earlier. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. Thank you. Thank you for turning out to be the villain. God damn it. God damn. I always like the villains in stories, man. I just don't know. What Monk is your point of... What? Dark Knight is the tank equivalent to Monk. And we are no longer reading this. They have taken enough from Dark Knight. Go away and leave the job alone already. Let the people who enjoy playing it enjoy it. Damn, told the person to go away on Reddit. I literally don't care if I lose out on a single edge of shadow because TBN didn't break, because seeing 0 damage pop up is cool as fuck and its own reward. Yeah, I'm thumbs down on that. Because it's different than other tanks and that alone should be enough reason to keep it. If they made TBN free, they would probably also remove edge entirely. Well, yeah, that's the point. Put all of Dark Knight's damage into Bloodspill and Shadowbringer. Yeah, that's the point. And what you'd be left with was something even more similar to Warrior, but much less engaging. Thanks for ruining my job again, guys. Okay, at this point, I feel like that he's letting the emotions. He started off with a really good comment, but now he's just letting the emotions get to him, you know? He's like, stop bullying my job. He's like Fan Daniel from the story. Wrong! That's what he's like from the story. It was a mistake to get this fucking bell, because I gotta tell you, man, I fucking love ringing this bell. I'm looking for reasons to ring this fucking bell, dude. Holy shit. No, not really. I know how the job designers think at this point. You seem to believe Dark Knight would still get to pump out edges if they removed its interaction with TBN, but that absolutely would not happen. Yeah, it would. I can easily see Dark Knight becoming the lowest damage tank again if they did this, which would remove... Oh, here it is. Okay, this is why. Right here, this is why he doesn't want to remove it, because this person, for some reason, thinks that Dark Knight is the highest DPS tank because of edge procs. That's actually what they think. This is crazy. Then go away and stop making suggestions that will result in it being even worse than you already think it is. All right, let's see his comment. Every job should be boring and let you hit everything on cooldown. That's literally Dark Knight. That's literally Dark Knight. If you're going to argue about a job's complexity, I would first suggest not saying that Dark Knight is hard. Dark Knight is the easiest tank. There's no competition. It's the easiest. You hit everything on cooldown, which isn't too much. You hit all your off GCDs. Yeah, it's busy. It's busy. You have a lot of things to hit, but that doesn't make it hard if you just hit it whenever the fuck you want to hit it. Like, dude, everything lines up with 1 minute and 2 minute. Like, no job's fucking hard anymore. Shut the fuck up. No job's hard anymore. No job's been hard since like fucking Stormblood or Heavensward. You hit everything off cool. You bang your dick on your keyboard once every minute, sometimes once every 2 minutes. TBN plus both oblation charges is up to 3 people being protected. Any other tank move of a similar nature is only 1 person being protected. Oblation also helps make up for dark... Like, dude, you could honestly take Oblation away from Dark Knight and nothing would change. Literally nothing in the game would change if you took Oblation away from Dark Knight. I wouldn't call Holy Sheltron free as it costs meter. Could it be because it's a free Edge of Darkness or whatever it is, as well as a shield? I mean, that's not a bad trade, to be fair. It's a fucking refund. If I buy something, take it back and get my money back, I don't call that free money. Let's go, dude. All right, and with that, we will conclude this section. My eyeballs and brain have absorbed enough Reddit for today.